Hi Sagittarius, happy Valentine's Day. Welcome, my name's Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. First of all, Sagittarius, I have to say this is going to be a very powerful reading for you. It's a beautiful energy that I'm picking up right away. There's a feeling around you of transformation and significant transition. There's a feeling around you of crossing a bridge, moving into a new adventure. There's a feeling around you of having gained wisdom that you need to move forward. After a time of great inner and possibly outer transition, I feel like there's going to be something brand new coming into your life, Sagittarius. Unhealthy patterns of the past are ready to shift into a much higher resonance of peaceful energy. So it's really an opportunity to reinvent the self here, Sagittarius. And it's as a result of you working on yourself. If you look at this card of true love, you'll see that there's lights around this, around this woman here. And the lights above her and around the mirror represent people who reflect her own high regard, many of whom are yet to be attracted into her life. So on a purely practical level, the card signals the coming of someone new. Could be a new admirer, could be in the form of romantic love, or even someone around you who respects and appreciates you. But the card sends a profoundly important message about yourself, and that is the world is a reflection of how you view and care for yourself. The higher your regard for yourself, the greater your ability to manifest your deepest desires, Sagittarius. We also have you here as Artemis, Greek goddess, wild thing, huntress. Beautiful energy here of independence and freedom. Being self-sufficient, looking after your own needs. It's beautiful energy. And it's as a result of you gaining strength and wisdom from this time in your life that you're able to build up your own self-esteem, your own self-worth to the point where you're very strong. And I get that this high vibrational energy around you, Sagittarius, is going to attract someone into your life who is a quality individual. And we also have the energy around this of a feeling of kindness, of compassion, of generosity around you. The thing is, Sagittarius, you're able to display your compassion and generosity to many people, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Honesty flows from your lips. You speak words steeped in truth. You always display honor. There's a feeling of you here being very in control, very focused, and truly letting go of anything that is excess in your life. So a sense here of non-possessiveness, not holding on, not wanting to attach to anything. So continue shedding all that doesn't serve you as you continue to blossom into your best you that you can be, Sagittarius. So let's take a look. Right off the bat, I'm getting beautiful energy. At the bottom of the deck, we have you here as the Seven of Cups. So it's remembering that you have other options out there, Sagittarius. It's kind of like the world is open to you, and you don't have to limit yourself. You don't have to hold on to anything here, X or the past or whatever it is that you may have been holding on to there in the past. For you, it's about recognizing that you have more out there than what you could possibly fathom, expanding your view of your options. So let's do some shuffling here, Sagittarius. Valentine's Day. It's always a little bit rough, but you know what? For you, Sagittarius, I get you in a good place. I feel that you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've got yourself to a place where you feel, if not completely healed, then you're well on your way. I feel that there's a generosity of spirit around you, hasn't wavered, and you've still got your vision on the future, still optimistic, still believing that anything is possible there. So not letting anything that's happened to you in the past or negative people around you get the better of your natural enthusiasm and optimism. Let's see how ready you are. Okay, the Moon. There is a feeling around this of, I'm picking it up as intuition and instincts. So you're very guided by this lunar energy at the moment, Sagittarius. There's a feeling that I'm getting around this of, yeah, you may not see the way ahead too clearly, but you know what? You're jumping in regardless. I feel like for you, you don't have to see what's ahead. You just have to trust. Trust your judgment. Trust that you've got the wisdom there from your past experiences to make good judgments. We have the Two of Pentacles. So I do feel that you may have a couple of different options here, Sagittarius, on Valentine's Day, or you soon will. We also have the Seven of Pentacles, but it's going to take you standing at this point in your life here, deciding on what's worth keeping, what you're going to throw away. It's really a decluttering, a sense here of ridding yourself of anything that you've become attached to that isn't serving you anymore, anything that you've been putting your energy and effort towards or your money towards that isn't working, that isn't paying off, kind of course correcting, if you will. It's really a moment in time here on Valentine's Day where you get to stand at a point and decide what's next for you. Where do I focus my energies? Where do I focus my time or my love? Could be between two different things. I feel that because you're in this place of balance in your life, balancing your energy, I feel that you're able to look at this realistically, practically, and trust your judgment. We have the Three of Cups. You know, it may just be an essence here, Sagittarius, that you just need to go out and play for a bit, spend some time with friends, and not. You may just be choosing you. And I got this for March as well for Sagittarius. Choosing you, choosing to enjoy your life, do the things that you want with friends, with loved ones. And you may decide, you know what, I'm going to leave romance on the back burner for a bit. And we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So yeah, freedom. Freeing yourself from what has restricted you in the past. Fears, self-doubt, anything like that. There's a feeling around you of gaining strength and going through this amazing transformation in your life. There's a feeling that in the past you might have found it difficult to appreciate or acknowledge yourself, but you're ready to do so now. There's a feeling of you opening your heart to the unlimited value that you bring to this world, and there's a feeling here of genuine self-love. You know, all energetic causes start with this choice. You definitely don't want to look in the mirror here and find yourself blocking love, blocking success, blocking happiness that you deeply desire. So if there's any kind of feelings of continued loneliness, even if you're in a relationship, then these difficulties can all be turned around when you finally make the choice to let go of self-criticism and doubt. So instead of hating what you see in the mirror, perceive your eternal and beautiful truth. Stop criticizing yourself and start to encourage yourself the way you'd like a loved one to. One of the most powerful ways to start is to look at yourself in the mirror and make some kind of affirmation, such as, I love and care for myself more and more each day. I attract loving people because I engage in self-loving energy. So it's really you recognizing your worth, Sagittarius, more than anything. This period of transition, it's very significant. The woman here is ready to cross this bridge and move into a new adventure. In a rolled-up scroll, she carries all the wisdom she needs to move forward. So it reveals a time of great inner and possibly outer transition. So you're now at a place where you're capable of transforming your old life into something new. Unhealthy patterns are now ready to shift into a much higher resonance of peaceful or non-judgmental energy. So reinventing yourself. The card's really putting you on notice that you're a very powerful manifester at the moment, Sagittarius. Your inner changes will reap absolutely wonderful results in the near and even distant future. So spend some time going inward, consciously choosing optimism, trust, and self-love as you make these changes. You'll see your outer life transform as well. Could be a new relationship coming in with this card of true love, or a bigger and better career move. So visualize great outer results and continue to work on the inner transition of consciousness and vibration. When you do, you'll find that the cycle moves together and expands. So let's get some more cards here, Sagittarius. I feel pulled to clarify that Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Let's clarify that too. The Knight of Pentacles. Yes, I do feel that there's going to be at least a couple of people around you, maybe not on Valentine's Day, but it could be before or just after, where you'll have offers on the table, and it'll be up to you to decide whether or not you want to continue working with one of these people. It could just be one person coming in which you're trying to decide, well, what do I do? Do I accept this person's offer? Do I not? Let's see what that Eight of Swords in reverse is. The Eight of Swords and the Devil. Ooh, that's really interesting, and I'll tell you why. Because in this Artemis of the Forest, and I'll read the paragraph in the book because it's important. This is actually the devil in the Celtic in Celtic mythology is called Cernunnos, the king stag, and he's Artemis's perfect counterpart. Okay, so isn't it interesting, because there is a feeling around this, and that's him there as the stag in this picture. So it's the same energy. So what I'm getting here, Sagittarius, is that while you're in this period of strength, of fierce independence, showing you who you really are, proving your worth to yourself, then that's when this other person comes into your life, and he's your perfect counterpart. And strangely enough, when this person comes in, it'll be the yang to your yin, and you'll be cared for in a way that is very protective energy. It's a very strong bond. So you actually, while you're being very fiercely independent here, doing your own thing, very free, being you, being who you are, Sagittarius, enjoying your life, paying your bills or all of that kind of stuff, working on your business or your career, in comes this person. And they are very strong, I get a very strong sexual connection. But not only that, it's a powerful protective energy that I'm feeling around it as well. So it's good energy. And that person is also free. So you'll be in a relationship with this person, but there's also a strong, independent, free component. So you may not marry this person, but they'll be there for you, and you'll be there for them. And really, it's a very strong bond. I'm kind of called to mind Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. They're not married, or Susan Sarandon and what's his name, Tim Robbins. People like that, they are very strong bonds, very strong, unbreakable bonds, but they're not married. But it's something like that, Sagittarius, where you'll have this very strong bond with this person, but you'll also be able to express who you are individually. So there's no codependence with that Devil card, when it's paired with the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's kind of like having the best of both worlds, having that strong connection, but without the codependence. So it's really beautiful energy that I'm picking up about this person. And they may be coming into you, maybe around Valentine's Day, I hope it is, or not long after. It's during this time of transition and great transformation in your life, where you're working on yourself and where you're valuing who you truly are. You're looking in the mirror there and affirming to yourself your worth. And that's a beautiful energy. Let's get a card from the True Love reading cards for Sagittarius for Valentine's Day. Message for Sagittarius for Valentine's Day. Reparenting yourself. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Let's have a look at the message behind that. It will obviously mean something to some people out there. Freeing yourself from the past so you're more able to give and receive love in the present. Yeah. Some of the most difficult things to let go of in life are the emotional hurts and disappointments from childhood. As adults, those old wounds block us. They hold us back. They cause us to repeat unhealthy patterns. And I feel that that's what you may have been doing, Sagittarius, in the past. Now, of course, we know we can't go back and change what happened in the past. Maybe you've even tried resolving the issue with the person or the people. Maybe you aren't even sure what it is that still weighs you down. Many people think that childhood wounds only arise after serious mistreatment. But the truth is it's often less dramatic things that have the greatest impact. Something like neglectful parents, or parents being maybe stuck working a lot or in hospital or something. Somebody doing better than you, maybe a sibling doing better than you. So the cards come up for you today because there is an energy here of needing to care for and reparent that inner child. Yeah. So following along with that, I get an energy here of needing to accept that people were who they were back in those times, that the adults that you experienced some kind of problem with, Sagittarius, were dealing with their own things. And we don't often see that until we get to be that person's age and realize, well, you know what, our mothers, our fathers, the people who care for us, they weren't infallible. We think they are when we're children. We think they can do no wrong and that they should be perfect. But then we get to be their age and we think, you know what, wow, they were really dealing with some stuff. So it's really about acceptance of people's flaws, acceptance of people's problems that they were going through, and that it really had nothing to do with you, Sagittarius. And as a result of that, I think that you're able to look at yourself differently in the mirror than perhaps you'd had in the past, because you'd still considered yourself to be maybe that little girl there or that little boy, and saw yourself as less than, or saw yourself as somehow flawed as a result of childhood, or maybe even abandonment issues. It could be a number of things. But Sagittarius, what I get you here is that's what you've been working on. You've been working on reparenting yourself. This is you knowing that you can, because you're on your own, you're independent, you're free, you're doing your thing, and you're doing well. That's you saying, you know what, I don't need anyone to look after me. I can look after myself, and I like who I am. At the end of the day, I'm happy to be alone. But it's during that time that's when this partner arrives. So when you least expect it, Sagittarius, it seems to be coming in here. So if not in Valentine's Day, then this is something to look forward to in the future, giving you a little bit of inspiration, if you will, from Spirit. So I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Please be sure to press that thumbs up button if you're liking these videos. And if you wouldn't mind sharing me on your social media, that would be fantastic as well. If you're a newcomer, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. And press the notification bell for notification when I upload new content. Wishing you the best at this, Sagittarius. Looks good for you. Looks good. You know, the thing is, with that moon being right in the center, yeah, you don't know the way ahead. You don't know how exactly things are going to pan out. But I think you're going to travel down that road regardless. So I'm going to wish you the best, Sagittarius. Please take care, and bye for now.